Just don't drink a bunch of protein shakes? No, goodness no. I've been off protein shakes since the last time I was really genuinely going after the gym. Which I think is gonna come back like the moment that these the moment that these stitches are healed. I think I'm gonna start trying to lose this COVID weight again. Again? Jesus Christ. Do you guys ever fan out? You guys are supposed to walk in a conga line. Taking a beating on this first room. Oh, okay. Fun. Lyrics, what's going on, homie? I'm gonna leave those there for right now. How'd you not get hit? Concentrated power of will. Stealing. Oh, god damn it! All to hell. Stealing that from McQueen. 100% concentrated power of will. Oh no. Don't take away my bullshit scissors. I will, on the other hand, absolutely take that heart because I've been just raffle stomped from one room to the next. Oh, wait. And I do need that so I can come out here and do this. I don't know. We'll see. I'm super over these rooms. Let's, you know, not anymore. Anime girl, welcome back. Good luck learning the new recipes based on your run seed. I'm not doing that this time around. This is just gonna be a random Tainted Cain run. I'm just gonna take whatever the game offers me based on the first handful of items I pick up. Like I was saying earlier, Evil Canadian, I don't have the forensic audit in me today. I don't have the willpower necessary. I don't have the willpower necessary to lean into that. We're just gonna get whatever random items the game offers us. I'm not gonna break out my spreadsheets. I'm not gonna go through it line by line. I had on our first Dead God file. On our first Dead God file, I had 4 5-hour long Tainted Cain runs where I got like half a post-it note done in one run. And it's possible, it's difficult, but it's possible to get them all, like to get most of a post-it note done in a single pass if Delirium opens up to you, but I just, you know, I wanted to play something that isn't Eden, and I wanted to play something that gets something accomplished, but I'm not gonna sit here and play by the rules and really sweat about it. It's too much. It's too moss. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start grabbing stuff up now. I'm gonna grab one key for the next floor, but like I genuinely want an item. No, Agio, so apparently all you have to do is enter the seed. I'm gonna take one bomb as well. Enter the seed, and then there are places that will generate your item list for you. Sure. Yeah, like they truly tried to randomize it, and I respect it. They truly tried to randomize it, and I respect it, but all it did was make people go, how are they randomizing it? Oh, it's random recipes based on seed. Alright, well, we'll just make that part of the item tracker now. It's pretty random, but it, you know, unfortunately, the thing Edmund loves most, data mining, rendered it virtually either more time-consuming or so time-consuming that you throw your hands up and go, fuck this. You throw your hands up and go, fuck all this, dude. I'm not sitting here and entering all this horse shit in. It's random now. It's random because I'm too lazy. It's random because I'm too lazy to put in individual seed builds.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the
Apparently there are fixed recipes for basically when you crank in just about one of any item. And then, like, Godhead has its own sort of health-based recipe. But otherwise, everything else is random based on the seed. One, two, three, four, five, six. Shiza. Wait. Hold on. I can get one more item out of this. Yeah, us plebs are just gonna enjoy the randomness. I'm not turning this into my part-time job. Dash of Pepper, tier 1, 53 months. Surgery went well, still a guy. Yeah, that's, yeah. Working on being a dude who never has to wear condoms again, so I'm pretty jazzed about that. Otherwise, the surgery, as far as I can tell, went great. Yeah, if you go through all the effort to break down the randomness, then you deserve to be able to get through this character fast, but... I don't know, man. You can put shop items in the sack. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna try to just do this real quick. Just want items. So we're gonna go yoink, yoink. I wish I had a red heart. I'd love to go inside the curse room and see what's what. I might if this turns into, like, health or something. Well, I hate marked. I'm not doing that. I don't mind that. I'm feeling froggy. I feel like I've reached the sponsored segment on 95% of YouTube videos. Lo-fi always makes me feel like I'm about to start selling you guys something. Chat, this segment of the YouTube video is brought to you by our partners at Squarespace. If you've ever wanted to learn about wine, this company will box and send wine based on a questionnaire you fill out and the preferences you provide them. We'd like to thank today's partners on our YouTube video Skillshare. Yeah, it is nice to have Curse of the Blind and just laugh. Just laugh. You ain't shit, Curse of the Blind. Ain't nobody impressed by you. Yo, McQueeb again, man. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. I hope you have a restful evening. Zaitsev, you're not gonna find, like, listen, you're not gonna find me shitting on Raid Shadow Legends. Why is that, you say, Taffy? Let me see if I can find it. I want to try to find a photograph of my fence. Chat, if you guys can get there faster.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Meat Shield. Tier 1, 11 months. Yeah, Cat's really good at this. Oh my god, speak of the devil! Soup Guy, there's the countdown explanation. Yeah, you won't find me talking shit about Raid Shadow Legends. This is a 4-figure fence that ended up becoming a toe over the line into a 5-figure fence because of the pandemic and supply chain issues around my property. And you'll notice there's a plaque hiding behind my wood pile here. I have another wood pile right here now. I've got twice as much wood. But seriously, I like fires, so I have twice as much red oak over here now. And that plaque does in fact say, "This fence sponsored in part by Raid Shadow Legends," because they did pay for about half the fence. This two wood pile having ass motherfucker. Plus 2 wood, minus 1 balls. This fence sponsored in part by Raid Shadow Legends. Say what you will about the mobile people. They have a shitload of money. This is an interesting room for this. Never mind, it was an interesting room, and now I hate it. I'm never taking it off that fence. I call it my IRL Easter egg. I call it my IRL Easter egg because, oh no, I thought I had room. I call it my IRL Easter egg because friends who come over to hang out see the plaque because inevitably they just spend enough time around me. They see the plaque and go, "What in the heck is that?" And then they go look at it and they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "You have no idea how much money Raid gave me." Amber and I had to team lift the check because I didn't want to hurt my back. Yeah, Dark Torn. What's funny is that the TikToker, I don't know what we call ourselves over there. That TikTok content creator, I follow him just so I can watch him make those goofy ass like 1950s, 1930s, like Betty Crocker recipes. I already follow that guy, so at some point in time there was a pretty good chance I was going to see that at some point anyway. That said, yeah, it still breaks my brain that that's a thing that people, I don't want to say that people took seriously. That like Chef Boyardee and Betty Crocker tried to shove down people's throats in the 50s. Where they were just like, "Nah, man, it's totally natural to make a Jello mold filled with SpaghettiOs and call it gourmet fare. It's totally natural to mix gelatin with SpaghettiOs and tomato soup and then refrigerate it." I love the mobile sponsorship stuff because their whole philosophy for making money is throwing money at it. I wish indie devs who make beautiful games. I'm gonna go ahead and take this soul heart. I wish indie devs who make beautiful games had the marketing budget that mobile games do, because Raid Shadow Legends is the only sponsor I've ever had where I outperformed what they asked of me, so they just gave me more money without being prompted. You know what I mean? I have no problem getting sponsored time, and I have no problem getting sponsors who sell products. Because every time they look at the size of this channel, they go, "Oh, well, we'd like it if you sold 50 widgets, and then we sell 150 widgets." And then they go, "Holy shit, you moved a bunch of widgets." And I'm like, "Yeah, we move widgets here." And they go, "That's incredible. Thank you." And they walk off. Raid Shadow Legends, man, they came up to me and said, "We want you to move 50 widgets. And I said, "I moved 200 widgets. And they went, "Well, damn, here's a shitload more money then." And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, let us add a 0 to that." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, for real?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, thanks for moving widgets." I played the game both times. I played the game for 2 hours both times. Same with Marvel Strike Force. Marvel Strike Force, I still play. Marvel Strike Force gave me a chunk of change, but I still have it on my phone and get notifications. I have not missed a day of logging in 3 months since we did that activation. I get why people shit on mobile games because the advertising is so fucking aggressive. I get it. But damn, they pay really fucking well. Oh, Billy. Not thrilled with how that worked out. It's more stuff to craft into items, I guess. Yeah, Curse of the Blind on the crafting effects. That's so Ed. Yeah, Lime. I saw the Justin's community carried his ass across the finish line on that Star Trek thing. I love it. I love it. It's an easy way to take a massive corporation's money and put it in the hands of your favorite content creator and not have it come out of your pocket, right? It's one thing for me to say, hey, chat, make a mortgage payment for me this month. And you guys would be right to look at each other and be like, man, I'm not sure about making my own fucking mortgage payment. You make your mortgage payment, asshole. Understandable. I get it. I'm gonna go for angel runes, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna blow anybody's mind with wanting to take free items. It's another thing to be like, hey chat, do me a favor, click this thing, do whatever it says for like 5 minutes, and let this massive faceless corporation pay my mortgage this month. And it's like, that's fucking great. Yeah, I'll do that. Just stream for 3 days straight. Whew. That was basically me asking chat to make a mortgage payment for me. Well, not that. That's me asking chat essentially to make like half a year's worth of mortgage payments for me. But then in exchange, the monkey paw curled and I gave up like a year off the end of my life. That was brutal. That was not fun. Not fun at the end. It was fun in the beginning. And I think with scheduling, it could be fun. That was not fun. Let's just do this. I don't want to get too good to use syndrome on my spacebar item. Yeah, that was not fun with how tired I was at the end of it for sure. Justin and I, if and when we do that again, Justin and I have got to do a better job of Justin and I have got to do a better job of scheduling and scripting it. If every streamer had one Raid Shadow Legends like sponsor a month where the community just had to click and look at something. Yeah, if every streamer that you liked was able to take those opportunities because their communities like supported them doing it, every streamer would make like an extra 10 grand a year. Honestly, marathons don't need to be like that, in my opinion. 12-hour marathons more times in a row instead. Yeah, like, honestly, I loved the way that Minecraft did it. And I mean, like, the only reason that Justin and I agreed to each other, you know, of doing the subathon the way we did it was because we would sleep on camera. I still got to sleep, I still got to rest, but, like, we just did a bad job scheduling it. We should have had performance incentives. We should have been like, hey, if we hit this, then we'll do that. If we hit this, then you guys get to pick. You know, Justin hit a couple of spots where he double booked himself, so I was just sitting in Justin's house waiting for him to finish stuff. But like, you know, it was like he was doing stuff with NL, so I wasn't gonna be like, hey, you can't play with Northern Lion, play with me. I'm basically the same. We're both named Ryan. We're essentially the same guy. He was Mr. 101, I'm Mr. 819. basically the same guy. But yeah, we definitely... I live on Earth, he lives on Earth. I'm going bald, he's already there. He's just me, he's me, just a couple steps ahead. Interesting. Chaos, you say? Like, it doesn't matter though, that's the problem. Chaos doesn't matter because all the items just get turned into stuff anyway. So yeah, anyway, point being is that like the things that Justin double booked, like Justin double booked things, and that was kind of a thing where I was like, I don't like this. But then also like, I would take breaks and not really let him know when I was coming back. I would take breaks and he'd be like, hey, are you coming over to my house? And I'm like, yeah, at some point. And he's like, okay, I'll just blindly fill time until you get here. That's a Tears upgrade. So anywho, does having chaos affect the recipes? Is that something we know? Or are we speculating? Because if it truly randomized, truly randomized the recipes so that I didn't need, oh, it's just I mean, that's okay. I'm not being like, oh, do you know or do you not know, you piece of shit? I'm not going down that road. I'm just saying, like, is that something that you knew or is that something we were guessing? It would be cool, but I don't think they thought it through that much. You know what I mean? I'd like to believe that that's the case. That would be fucking awesome. If you could craft chaos and then all of a sudden recipes didn't matter anymore, you could do 8 coins and get Godhead. That would be super dope. I would craft chaos every single time. But yeah, I don't think that's it. That'd be cool. I would like that very much, but I have serious doubts that would be a thing. It makes sense on paper, but oh right. It doesn't matter. None of those walls are ooh. I don't know. None of those walls are, the second secret room. This might be the second secret room, though. I'm curious. Son of a bitch. No. Can't go on record as saying I'm feeling that. I am feeling that though. Jesus Juice can come along for the ride. Let's see what this next room looks like before I start bombing all willy-nilly. I feel like the sword shot has little horn on it, but it doesn't have little horn on it the whole way. Like little horn peters and dies out before it reaches the end of the trajectory of the tear shot, which is weird. Nobody fucks with the Jesus Juice. What's going on in here, huh? Is this where you're hiding it? What don't you want me to see in here, game? Ooh. Pretty. What was all pills? That's gotta be a thing. It's bad PhD. Fuck. I don't want bad PhD. Peanut butter on toast is awesome, so long as you don't overdo it. You don't want to overdo it and have it be, oh, I'm stuck. You don't want to overdo it and have, like, runny toast, or runny peanut butter on your toast. But peanut butter on toast, the peanut butter gets real soft, like, it's real nice. I don't mind it at all. I wish you fucking wouldn't. Bumbo, you piece of shit! Yeah, I gotta start. Oh no! I gotta start thinking about picking up some health, some soul hearts. That would be a cool place to pick up soul hearts. What's going on here? What does this become? Fucking fucker. Just go, I guess. 64-bit robot, what's going on? Yeah, I like when peanut butter gets a little bit runny on hot toast. Not a lot runny, but a little bit runny. Eggo waffle peanut butter sandwiches. That sounds amazing. Jesus, I was gonna say, would anybody like to hit this man? Curse of the Blind again? Sure, why not? Might as well. Well, there goes my deal with the anything chance. At least I can kind of get it out of my head. Another buddy in a box sounds just fine. Gonna be a familiar run, I guess. Smooth or chunky? It depends, really. I'll do that. It truly kind of depends. If it's, if we're doing something like putting it on hot toast. If we're doing something like putting it on hot toast, I want creamy. If I'm just doing like a peanut butter sandwich, then I want, nice. If we're doing like a peanut butter sandwich, then I want chunky. If we're doing like, you know, whole wheat cracked oat, big hearty fuck off bread with seeds in it, then you might as well put chunky shit inside my peanut butter as well. Get in there. Hello? Oh, look at you living forever. You can use the bag to swipe open chests without taking damage. I didn't take damage, though. I'm very good at video games. But you're right, I can. I should have. I was feeling very confident in my abilities. Yo, let's go! Hell yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe all this up. That's excellent. Like, here is definitely an instance where that's the right thing to do for sure. That's less good. But it is health. No! I could have used that. Pheromones would be very useful in certain applications in some of these chunkier rooms. I do need a key though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trot my happy ass over there and get one. Chunka, 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 chunka. Lisa! How's the old speed bag feeling this morning? It's different stuff each day. So like day number 1, it was, oh, okay. I didn't see that there was one behind me. Day number 1, it was that I was really, really tender and didn't feel so great. Day number 2, it's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and grab up 15 cents just in case. I feel like we got plenty of money, you know? Day number 2, my real thing is both incision sites. Both incision sites are starting to heal, which is cool, but it also means that they're starting to scab over, which means that it feels like I've got a splinter in each part of my, like, each side of my scrotum, which is not great. So it's cool that it's healing, but it sucks that, like, now if I shift just wrong, it is, you know, pretty supremely uncomfortable. Again, I want to preface all that by saying, though, that, this is all incredibly manageable. I associate healing with an itchy feeling. I hope that doesn't happen to you. Likewise, I hope that it just kind of perpetually and continually gets a little easier to manage and easier to manage. Gotta hate those ball splinters. I do like that getting 3 of the same item counted for conjoined. I genuinely think you get the fuck out of here, you dick! I'm alright. I like that I picked up an item and it gave me a live homing troll bomb when I've got low speed. I can see forever. Give me that. Oh shit, that is a lot. That is a lot of muns. I don't know, we'll do this and this. That's great. What's the countdown for? I have a Twitch exclusivity contract, and I have a certain number of hours I have to meet each month. And if I don't make any. Well, I get my money prorated. My compensation prorated. So because I took a bunch of time off at the beginning of the month to do charity work, I have to make it all up on the back end. Which is generally just fine, but yeah, I don't know. Ooh, shit. I wanted like people to be able to help me do math in real time. I wanted people to be able to help me do math in real time so I could make sure that I was gonna make it this month. Because before we pulled a bunch of 13-hour days last week, I was staring down the barrel of not having any days off. I was staring down the barrel of not having any days off and having to pull like 11 to 13-hour days for the rest of the month. Farting baby, sure. A lot of shitty familiars here. How you doing down there, friends, you big dumb idiots? Yeah, sure. I do need a key. Oh, I don't need a key. Alright, we're gonna open this up a little bit. Oh, I could have used a bomb, though. Well, I still... Oh, shit. Was there a bomb in the shop? It doesn't matter, I don't have any money. EC Hollywood, greetings. When he unfroze, it actually scared me. Like it jump scared me. Ooh. Ooh. It's intriguing. What happens if? Let's find out. Huh. Inadvertently, a very good deal we pulled together here. I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, this is a beefy familiar run, man. Gotta say, Tav, I'm loving having the stream today. I'm closing the matinee of our show, so tonight is striking. It's really relaxing to start off the day with some chill Isaac. It's been an awful... It's been an awful lot of fun doing streams in off hours, which has meant that I've got to hang out with my Australian viewers more, which has meant that I've got to hang out with people who keep regular business hours more, and has made me genuinely question how I might be able to sprinkle in more off-hour content. Has made me genuinely question how I might be able to sprinkle in more off-hour content.
This is the story of the newest denizen.
We were talking about this. Oh shit! We were talking about this a little bit earlier. About how. Oh shit! We were talking about this a little bit earlier about how it's made me wonder. If I do more off-hours content now, do I still do it on Boof Montoya to try to keep my analytics pulled together? Or do I do it on McLaffy Taffy and say, concurrent viewer count be damned? I want as many people there as humanly possible, because frankly, doing these after-hours streams on McLaffy Taffy has pulled more viewers that I wouldn't normally get over on the alt channel. Which has meant that I've made like hundreds of more dollars of just like high rollers coming in and wanting to see the big alerts and rewarding me for having nighttime streams on the main. So I make more money when I do it on this channel, but I hurt my analytics. But if I go to the other channel, my analytics on the main are safe, but I don't make nearly as much money. So it's weird. How's the patch been? I feel like it fixes a lot of stuff that I had real problems with. Like anger-inducing problems with. It does some good, the patch. I'm gonna mix it up like this. Sure. Bring on the familiars, baby! East Egg Graphics, thank you so much for the Prime sub for 5 months. I'll just grab this room. I think I'll grab that. Just so I can check this out.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
To be honest, I feel like the draw of throwing money at you from a viewer standpoint is the amazing alerts you have for this channel. Yeah, no, I agree, Alex. I'm on board with it. It's the last month and a half has made me question the intense value that I place on viewership
this is
analytics.
The story of the newest denizen of the cave.
It's made me question the intense value of viewership analytics that I generally hold, which is not to say that they're not valuable, because I've had talks with people recently who have been like, "What's your viewership like?" Before they've discussed with me the prospect of giving me literally thousands of dollars. So it matters, but it makes me wonder how much moving the needle on that 20 or 30 viewers in any given direction truly matters on those deals. Especially if you guys are continuing to just, you know, keep me flush Zombie Hit Girl, Prime Gaming for almost 2 years. Zombie Hit Girl, welcome back and thank you, thank you, thank you. Riddle of Steel gets gifted a tier 1 sub from RS Fighter. RS Fighter, thank you for your second gifted sub in the channel. Riddle of Steel, please enjoy the emotes. I do love the stream, but as a high school teacher, I can only watch during vacation time. I mean, like, I have to be careful not to fall into the trap of, if I'm just live 24/7, I can make everybody happy. Because that's a trap. That's a bullshit trap, and you can't fall into it. But I definitely, I definitely am warming up to the idea of saying screw my analytics, and maybe not quite forsaking the Boof Montoya channel.
Of the cave.
Maybe not forsaking the Boof Montoya channel, but definitely only using it in those cases where I truly am not going to give it any effort whatsoever. I think it still has a purpose. It still has a use for like when I want to play BRs and not talk to chat and truly just broadcast my relaxing vacation time. That strikes me as being way different than like, I'm gonna stream, but it's gonna be low energy. Alright, so I want this. We'll see what's going on here. Candy hearts, you say? Yeah, I can get down with that. I can get down with that. That feels alright. What else you got for me? Ooh, fight it. Fight it. Give me another. Another! Darthorn gifts a tier 1 sub to Analytics. Fucking love Analytics. That guy's so cool, you know? Like, listen, I don't want to oversell him, but Analytics might be the coolest lad among us all. I feel like you have a system that works pretty well for you. It does, but it does because I'm perpetually tweaking the shit out of it. There's no such thing as like, for me, there's no such thing as, you know, the state of my channel is finally finished. It's perfect. My channel is perfect. You'll never hear those words escape my lips. Never hear those words escape my lips. I'm always trying to figure out something I can do differently. Always trying to see what I can do differently to what's the word I'm looking for? Fine-tune. To fine-tune things. Sucks because as a broadcaster, you don't want to hang out with your, evening and nighttime people or your morning people. You can't do both. When I switched to a morning, maybe. When I switched to a morning routine, I felt really bad because it screwed my Australian viewers. My Australian viewers love me to death, but it's hard to convince them to hang out here when I go live at midnight. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, maybe I think so. Do I think so? Black hole's so much better. I do have Candy Heart, but, like, do I really want to carry around red hearts? I don't think I want to carry around red hearts. I think it's fine enough just walking back and getting them. It's been interesting to hear you talk about a planned out, deliberate process, successful streaming it. I think from the outside, people just assume that you just turn on a camera and start playing games, so it's really interesting to hear you talk about how the sausage gets made. I love doing that. I love doing that because I want people to see that it is more... Like, I feel... Ooh. I hate the fact that this music was going on, and then I saw something that interested me in the game and went... Ooh. Oh my. Oh, hey there. That won't make any sense if you're watching it on YouTube because you can't hear pretzel, but... Fuck. Still though, right? Because of what we're building here. PokeGo gets us a little further, I think. We got a very weird BFF build going on, but strangely, I think it's working. I think we're getting it. No, I love talking about how the sausage gets made. Because I really genuinely don't. The people I hang out with, right? So like when I was with Team Catalyst, Justin surprisingly for how sort of like, oh my god, there's people in here. For how glib Justin is about like, oh, I'm just a guy who throws it around and sees what happens. He's very chill and he's very nonchalant and he's very not businesslike. But I think to try to make that somehow interpret as Justin doesn't care about how his channel is run is like supremely incorrect. Justin very much cares about how his channel is run and very much tries to do things that he thinks will make his viewership happy. And he tries to do things that he doesn't think other people will be doing. Like he really puts a lot of thought and effort into it. It's like Andy Kaufman, or it's like it's one of those things that if you're looking at it, you go, oh well, that's just somebody who's just winging it. But the irony is like he puts an awful lot of effort into making it look like he's just making it up as he goes along. Like his Pokemon stream. That Pokemon stream was like 13 hours of work for a 2-hour stream. So it's just, I feel like the people I hang out with take this job very seriously. Oh man, I needed to hold on to a key somewhere in there. To the point that I think it would surprise some people to see how aggressive and even cutthroat this industry can be sometimes. It was a work of art. Yeah, it was performance art. What Justin did that day, Patman, was like performance art. And so ultimately, I think a lot of people assume. I don't think that Riddle of Steel assumes this, but what Riddle of Steel said, a lot of people just assume it's, well, I was going to play video games anyway. If I just turn on the camera, I could be a millionaire. And my instinct on that is, yeah, try it. Try it. Try it and let me know how it goes for you. Speaking of busting a Stitch, I nearly popped a Stitch laughing my ass off when he did the fax machine bit with NL. Holy ass, I was so funny. That doesn't matter. I can totally drop that. So yeah, anyway, like all the Team Catalyst people. Ooh, do I left hand this to pick up Soliolis? Not even just to pick them up, to process them? I think I do. I did. I've got 55 followers. Like, and that's not me trying to shit on people who are doing this either as a pipe dream. That's not me trying to shit on people trying to do this as a glorified hobby. Hello? I genuinely am not trying to, like, knock people down a peg, you know what I mean? But realistically, I think, I mean, when that wall, there was a, ooh, shit. I am super curious what this yields. That might even get me close enough to Godhead that I start thinking about it. Dual bombs. Oh my. I need a key. Key. Oh, seriously? I am super curious what this will yield. I would like to believe it's something good. I'm prepared to be disappointed if it's not, but... An eternal heart, a soul heart, a red heart, a rune, a black heart. Key! Give me key! Oh, I need keys! I gobbled all the keys! Watch it be another familiar, potentially. Smell's gonna linger until the balls finish falling off. That's how vasectomies work, right? As far as I understand them. Which is to say, not at all. Yo, that's a key! Let's go! Huh. Bastard! I didn't think I was that close to it. That actually made me, like, flinch a little bit. I'm looking for crawl spaces. I'm bummed out I haven't seen a crawl space yet. This should be a bunch of stuff. One would imagine. Another Solioli, huh? I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. Just trying to decide what else. Like, I think I do that. I think I come down here to the shop. I hope it's like an actual shop, but it's not the end of the world if it isn't. Watch it be Bumbo. I'd be super down with that. Bumbo would be tremendous for us right now. I'll do a nickel. I would love to do a, I would love to do a lucky penny, but I don't see one. Holy shit, he almost got me. That saves me having to buy a key. Oh, Juice, thank you so much. I am genuinely looking forward to, you know, genuinely looking forward to, it's a Tears upgrade. It's a Tears upgrade and an Eternal Heart for what it's worth. That was fine. It weren't great, but it was okay, I guess. I'm genuinely looking forward to reaping the benefits of the procedure, but I gotta put some time in, making sure I do it right and don't mess things up, I guess. More than anything, all the horror stories I hear are about guys who don't take the doctor's or the nurse's advice seriously because they feel like they know better. And if I've learned anything in the last 2 years, it's thinking that you know better than a doctor or a nurse usually leads to some pretty catastrophic results. Don't be a fool like a buddy and make sure you wait until you get tested. Very awesome of you to do something that would be much more invasive on your wife. That's, you know, like, listen, the term hero gets thrown around an awful lot. Alright, like, you know, doctors, soldiers, firefighters, single moms who raise their kids well. These are heroes. I'm just a dude who doesn't want to wear condoms anymore. Let's hold off on the bronze statue until I cure something. You know? Let's hold off on the epic poetry. That said, yeah, there's not a snowball's chance in hell I was gonna put my missus through that. She has been through checks notes a lot and deserves to be able to, like, my parents, you know, my dad was a child of the 50s. My dad is a literal boomer. And my mom took one for the team and ended up getting her tubes tied because, like, birth control was her responsibility. So, looking back on that and just being like, oh yeah, my mom went through some shit. My mom went through some shit for them to have birth control. Nah, I'll do it. Minimally invasive, supremely manageable. The last thing I'd ever want to do is put Amber. I don't want Amber to have to go under the knife ever again. Yeah, Juice, that was it for me too. That was it for me too. I just couldn't imagine. You know, I was telling chat earlier. I was telling chat earlier that like when Amber had cancer and was getting all that shit done to her body, I remember, and I meant it, like it wasn't lip service. I remember saying I would do anything to take this burden off of you. And when it was life and death, I absolutely meant it. I would take the chemo, the radiation, the surgeries, all the fear and all the heartache of seeing bad shit happen in your, you know, in your wife or husband's eyes. Be thrilled to take all that off the table for her. And then she was just like, hey, will you get a vasectomy? And I remember my first reaction being like, why's it gotta be me? And I remember feeling so instantly feeling so much shame. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. Yep, it's me, I'll do it. Yep, yes, ma'am. Because, like, immediately, the alternative was putting my cancer-surviving, 2-child-bearing wife under the knife again, and I was like, oh, I'm the fucking worst. No, I'll do this. It's fine. You know what you should do is have a mimosa and sit for a bit. Yeah, it makes so much more sense to unload the gun. Yeah, that's, you know, I just, you know, I wanted to make sure that I didn't, the last couple of years have been me desperately trying to, shed the sort of old school ideologies of like, those old school ideologies of like, oh, well, this is the woman's job. It's birth control. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be. I can go get an outpatient procedure that takes literally 15 minutes to get done. And she for once cannot be the one who has all the fucking onus put on her. There's been a lot of cool things that have changed from like what my growing up understanding was, where it's like my mom did all the cooking, now I do all the cooking, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah, my mom grew up doing all the cooking, now I do all the cooking, and I really enjoy it.
Health.
Ooh, I want to drop that. I don't need friends to the end. We'll see what this turns into instead. Yeah, well, fuck it. Truly random. I like how much more of a partnership my family, like my mom and dad are partners, but it's mostly just because he'd die without her. It's codependency more than it is a partnership, and I like the partnership of mine. I like the give and take of mine. It feels much more equal. So anywho, yeah, I don't know. In earnest, it was like, in earnest, there's a lot of stuff I had to go through with that. Like I had to go through, I had to figure out that corporal punishment wasn't for me. I went, you know, I was spanked as a kid. And like it took me a little bit, but I got there on just like, oh, this is not, I'm not a fan, and I'm not gonna do this. And realizing that, like, not, oh no, fucker. Realizing that just because I'm doing things differently than how my parents were doing it doesn't mean I'm doing it wrong. Has been a lot to process, you know? I can't see shit over there. Sure. I don't think we're gonna need deals with the devil and deals with the angel at this point. It would have been nice to have gotten another one. Oh, Cuberto himself. Well, maybe one more. What a weird run. I don't think I can bag both with options. I think it'll end up... Ooh, shit. I think it'll just end up taking which... What the hell? Who hit me? Oh, you son of a bitch. I think it'll just end up taking whichever one my character touches first. Range short. This is a jank-ass run, man. I mean, I think it's gonna work, but I feel like I'm doing a Lilith run. I'm not touching that shit. Baby, don't hurt me no more. I need red hearts.
Up.
Where can I get some of them there red hearts? I'm gonna hold off. I was popping... Scream it, you asshole! By the way, it gave me, look at it, did you see that? It gave me, it gave me, BBF. It gave me BBF instead of giving me a bunch of little flies. That's pretty neat. I don't need the cash at this point. Big fan, that's it. I'm sorry, big fan. BBF is the exploding one. I wish I had flight. I would very much like to get those red hearts. Ugh. Drop. Yeah, BFF big fan is A-okay by me for sure. I tried to save you, friend. Ooh, yes, please. Ew. That'll work. I can see forever.
I can see forever. Range up.
No, you rat bastard.
See forever.
That's not what I meant, and I feel like you know it. Yoink. And then yoink. I wish I could get those red hearts, but it doesn't look like it's on the table for me. Take whatever I can get there. C-Tappy is a loving husband that saw how life's been these past 2 years after all the chaos and said, nah, I'll bite the bullet for the family this time. Yeah, I mean, you know, I just, again, I don't want to. It was the same as yeah, I guess. Yes, I tried to do a nice thing. I tried to do a nice thing that took some of the headache off my missus. That's it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want like a stamp made after me or anything. But I did try to, you know, I try to make her life less hard. We joke about how fed up she gets with my sophomoric bullshit, but generally speaking, I try not to be a terrible husband. I guess ultimately it makes me sad that the bar is so low. You know what I mean? It makes me sad that the bar is so low that I'm just like, you know what? I'll do a 15-minute thing that makes sure that we handle birth control forever. And then people are like, you're a good guy, man. And I'm just like, I just don't like condoms. I just don't like condoms. Like, nah, man, you're a saint. And I'm like, damn, the bar is real low for dudes these days. Mossy Pile, what's going on? Yeah, ultimately, Lime Grove, if there's one thing that I am pleased with, it's that I've had the opportunity to just sit here and run my fucking mouth about it for several days straight, because it means that a lot of guys who have had questions about it, who have not really had many avenues through which to ask, right? So like, what's his name? Rad Ripper. Rad Ripper got pumped full of that toxic masculinity bullshit. He's been repressing that kind of shit his whole life, you know? I want that, and I want to touch this and see what's what. So if there were guys before who were just like, I want a normal dude. Hi, pretty normal dude. But if I'm a normal dude who's thinking about doing this, and a guy, I don't want to say you respect me, but at this rate, you know I'm not a bullshitter. A guy I know who's not a bullshitter might walk me through what it's been like for him. If that's been helpful to someone to help convince them that it's a process worth doing for them, then in that case, I will happily take whatever, like, shitty little accolades you want to give me, because, yeah, I am super happy to be helpful in that regard. Get the fuck out of here, my guy. Let's just gobble stuff up here. I'm willing to trade some health to try to get some cool shit on the back end here. What if, now stay with me, what if you gave me literally any, oh, I can drop that I can see forever pill and turn it into something else. Turn it into something potentially better. Let's get rid of the coin. Yeah, boy! Give me that spore shot. And then we grab this, and whatever the hell's back here. And I'm gonna grab one of these, and then grab one of those, and then grab that. That's 2 parts guppy. Let's-a go. That's 2 parts guppy, baby. Give me that left-hand luck. Enjoying the perspective and the Isaac. Awesome, Mossy Pile. Yeah, like, I don't know. It didn't. I guess I didn't get. I never really got the. I never got the stigma part of it. Like, for me, it was always just like the first time I went in to get a vasectomy. We just didn't have the money. We just didn't have the money. And the next time we went in, I was just like, I'm a big baby who doesn't like needles, and like, not that my wife loves needles and loves hospitals, but I'm just a big baby who doesn't like hospitals and needles. And I'm honest with myself about that. Like, I'm just a big baby. But this time, this time it really was like the guilt of like, so you're gonna ask Amber too? And I was like, don't finish that sentence. No, I'm not going to. Don't finish that sentence. No, of course I'm not gonna. I'll go do the thing. And so yeah, to hear that there have been guys who were just like, yo, Tappy, will you tell me what your experience has been like? And I'm like, for real? Yeah, of course. I'm surprised that so many people are genuinely curious, because for me it was just kind of like, the only reason I didn't do it was because I was just being a big baby about it. It had very little to do with like fear of being demasculated or any sort of like social stigma. I was just being a big weenie about wanting to pay money to get put in a hospital bed. Oh shit, hold on, Patman. Oh, you big dummy. It's too late for that. Patman says, I've got questions about the vasectomy, but it's probably too personal. Dude, fire at will. Have we ever met before? I know you're not new to this channel. You can ask me almost anything. The only time I think I ever get pissed at people... The only time I ever get pissed at people is when people when people like make blue or off-color comments about my misses, then I get a little fucking on edge. Same thing with like my kids. Occasionally you'll get people that'll make like blue or off-color comments about like oh, your kids, you know, like, oh, well, you know, your sons, and I'm like, yeah, you better think fucking fast about how you finish that sentence. Put a lot of thought into how you're gonna finish that sentence that started off with my kids. Otherwise, yeah, if it's about me personally, you can ask me. There's no way you could hurt my feelings asking me a personal question about me. Now that you're tied up down there, what comes out? Seminal fluid still comes out, there's just no sperm in it. Listen, I can still throw the same sad, pathetic ropes that I used to throw before. There's just not, like, ultimately that juice that comes out of you is like 99.99% like, you know, water and fluid. Only like a tiny, tiny percentage of that is actual baby making material, the actual sperm itself. It's still gonna be exactly the same stuff that comes out, it just won't have the sperm in it. Zane, tier 1, Jesus Christ, tier 1 for 4 years. Zane, thank you for 4 years of support. It's 48 months for your hurt balls. That's right, throw in my embroidery thread. Does it taste different? I don't know, it's been so long since I've ingested my own. Gotta tell you, I definitely noticed a difference in volume after. I hope so. I hope that now that it's done, the part of it that makes me be the 65-year-old father at the high school graduation is gone. You can keep that part. As it stands, you know, all the sex has been with condoms for the last several years, so it's not like it, you know, it's all been going into a poison bag for like the last half decade. No way to hurt your feelings, Taffy. How does it feel being your dad's second favorite streamer? It would hurt my feelings a lot if he ever talked to me. The last time I got him on the phone, I tried to have a heart-to-heart chat with him, and before I could get a full sentence out, he went, "Well, here's your mother," literally in the middle of a sentence. I was like, "So, Dad, the other day, and he goes, "Oh, here's your mom," and he handed off the phone. And I was like, I hope you don't mind that your eulogy is gonna be equally short. It's gonna sound like something I ripped off of The Big Lebowski. My dad was a dude. My dad was a dude. My dad. Ah, hell. And then just walk off stage. There was a man. One time there was a man. Ah, hell, I'll just let you figure it out. And then walk off stage drinking a White Russian. Watching Taffy play the new Pokemon game gonna be a good day. Am I playing a new Pokemon game? This was news to me. There was a feller. Ah, hell, you know the rest. My father, well, there's my bus, and then just run. Oh, gotcha, Peanut Wrestler. That makes so much more sense. That makes so much more sense to me. I was like, listen, my full experience, this makes Pokemon nerds so upset with me, but like, my full experience with Pokemon has been Pokemon Go.
Speed up.
So there's definitely a part of me, like, people are just like so taffy with Pokemon. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. 5-minute funeral, in, out, easy peasy. Yeah, I genuinely do feel kind of bad because, like, I really won't know what to say when I get up. All the things I say about my dad are gonna have to be based on memories. Because he came out here years ago. He came out here years ago to watch the boys so Amber and I could go on a weekend cruise down to the Bahamas. Which, frankly, was not all it had cracked up to be. It was nice, I appreciated it. I appreciated the help. But he has straight up refused to come out here since. Play the new Pokemon or the mascot gets it. So anyway, yeah, it's if you got any questions about the snip, I'm happy to answer them as best I know how. You know, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you what the doctors told me. I have an idea before we get in here. The fuck? Oh, shit. It's been real and it's been fun, black holes. Some would even say it's been real fun, but I guess it must have been love, but it's over now. Well, you know what? It's been real and it's been fun, placebo. Some would even say it's been real fun. It must have been love, but it's over now. Joker! Oh shit. Oh no! I didn't really want to fight you. I didn't really want to fight you, you dick! Ooh, that almost crashed my computer. I'm trying so hard not to crash my computer right now. I genuinely do want the health. The world, strength, ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, drop it all. Drop it all. I probably should just take this one with me, huh? I have flight now. Hold on one second. I need to top off. Get out of my way. Can I get a snip and tuck to clear up any saggage? That sounds lovely. I'm getting to the point now where my balls are like 2 bowling balls inside plastic grocery bags. I would like to tighten my stuff up if I could. My sad little toadstool dick and my gigantic, my gigantic fucking David and Goliath slingshot balls. Taffy, no. Taffy, please. When I was in art school, most of our new models were old men, and I think you guys worry a lot more about saggage than you need to. I don't know. I hope so. I'd like to believe that's true. Oh, really? I don't know where you are, you son of a bitch. Yo, rocket bombs is not what I want. Let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Make all my flies bigger, please. Ah, no. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Hello? There we go. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. There we go. Ah, it keeps trying to give me that, doesn't it? Must have been love, but it's over now. Ah! 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 Fine. I knew you were all about oversharing, but you never know what people... Oh, no, Pat. Like, listen, when in doubt, I appreciate you clearing the air first. When in doubt, I appreciate you asking first, but... Yeah, it has been genuinely surprising to me. I didn't realize that there was a stigma attached to your average common garden variety vasectomy, you know? I was surprised to hear that that was a thing. The only reason I didn't get this 6 years ago is because of the cost. I just didn't have the money. Yeah, I kind of didn't know that anyone cared about it. Like, I just sort of assumed it was like, you know, my dad was incredibly stubborn. He was just like, I'm not gonna be the one who does that. Oh, I wish I could have these things, because this would make me cat. I just knew I didn't have many keys. I'll think about it. We'll see what happens when I start, like... Oh, okay. I'm a little bit leery. Like, if I find some health... If I craft health... If I craft health, I can see getting on board. But yeah, I didn't realize that there was still kind of like a... You know, I didn't realize that there were still people who were, like, genuinely concerned about, like, you know, hey, I heard it falls off, or whatever, you know? I guess it's just because I did this consult, like, 6 years ago. Like, I did this consult 6 years ago, and 6 years ago was ready to get it done. I just didn't have the money for it. I'd like to think that if I was heterosexual, my spouse asked me to get it done, I would, but I don't know. I wouldn't know until it came up. That's fair. Sometimes you just never know until you get into that situation. Yeah, you know, it makes me think back now, and it's like my mom went through some health stuff. My dad's going through health stuff later in life, but it's self-inflicted. He was a cigarette smoker who got cancer. Like, no shit, Sherlock. So I can't give him an out on that, where he's just like, oh, well, you know, your dad had to beat cancer. I'm like, yeah, well, my dad smoked for 30 years. So I guess that ultimately I didn't have any frame of reference either, because when push came to shove in my family, my mom got her tubes tied. But it seemed like once I read up on it, I was like, why? Why would they not do this? This seems so much simpler. Yeah, having trouble, I mean, like, honestly, Riddle of Steel, I know that my hesitation was the cost. Initially was the cost. And then beyond the cost, it was that I'm a great big baby. That's me. I'm not saying everybody who's like that is like that, but I'm saying for me, my hesitation was I'm a great big baby. I'm a great big babby. And I was just like, needles and scalpels and no, thank you. If we're being brutally honest, there was a part of me in the very early days that was like, maybe we could just convince her to do it so that I don't have to. She seems to have a higher tolerance for pain. She's already got a punch card at the hospital for the babies and whatnot. Maybe we could just convince Amber to do it. And then the cancer and all that jazz happened, and I was like, nope, it's gotta be me. Has to be me. Quite literally the least I could do. Sure. I think that's my first, I was trying not to get the red hearts. I think that's my first, syringe on this run. I just had a thought. I think one of the reasons your stream is so good is that I'm not even watching the content, but I am listening. It's great listening, add in the gaming content when I'm really actively watching, and boom, it's a really great stream. I will say this, Jesus Almighty. I get teased a lot in a playful way by people who say, like, this is like listening to a podcast being recorded. And they're like, man, Taffy talks until he's blue in the face. But I also understand my audience well enough to know that a lot of people are not watching me play this game. Damn, I didn't get credit for the hearts on that. I know that a lot of people are not watching me play this game, so I try not to leave a lot of dead air. Because I know that I'm not even the first tab for a lot of people right now. So I try to keep it interesting, and I try to get good sleep so that I can show up and hold reasonably good conversations and just have earnest exchanges and back and forth with people, relatable stuff. I try not to think too, I try not to get too much in my head about it and just speak from the heart. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. Because I do actively put effort into that. Quap, what's going on, man? You do have I've been told for years, I'm so old that initially, when I talk to people who are in their 40s or higher, I get told I have a voice for radio. When I talk to young millennials down to Zoomers, I get told I have a voice for podcasting, and then they follow it up with what's radio. But yeah, older folks have told me for a while that I have a voice for radio. Younger folks tell me I have a voice for podcasting. Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. That would be my... I don't even know if that would count as a third guppy piece. Oh, I don't have any bombs. I have bombs! Hooray. Imagine being able to hold a conversation. It's weird because if you ever meet me on the street chat... Sure. If you ever meet me out in the world, you meet me at a con or something, I'll be nice. But know that in my head, having a one-on-one, face-to-face conversation with another human being will have me trying to slough off my own skin and shake out my own bones so my boneless muscle mass and brain tissue and nervous system can slide down the nearest sewer access and just float away. I'm very good here, where I have control over everything that happens for the most part. But I am just a shit show when it comes to being in person around people. I sort it out, and you may not even be able to notice it when you're talking or looking at me. But I can tell you some real horror. I've had nights where I've just left partner parties early. I'll tell you the worst it ever happened. I got pinned by a guy at a partner party that was a smaller partner. He was a smaller partner, nice enough guy, but he and his wife, like, first of all, this, like, beautiful woman in a slinky cocktail dress made her way up to me. Yeah, that's way better. This beautiful woman in a slinky cocktail dress makes her way up to me. Says hi and sticks out her hand enchanté style. And then her husband walks up right behind her. And I feel bad because the first conversation I had inside my head that I didn't let my thoughts out was, how in the world did this man land this woman? And that thought stuck with me for about 15 minutes. No, I didn't kiss it. I gave it a weird little shake. Gave it like a little waggle, like she dared me to let out a fart. Pull it, you won't. That's basically what I did instead. Shit, I might have to give this a shot. But this dude says, hi, my name is blank. And I said, blank, it's nice to meet ya. And he goes, oh, we met before. It's a shame you don't remember me. And then he sits and talks to me. He essentially pins me. I was there with Deadpine. It was the first night I'd ever met Brizzy and Beck. It was like the second time I'd been around Deadpine. So I was there with friends trying to have a good time. It was the first night I met Smashley. So I'm there trying to enjoy myself. And this guy leans in with like, oh, we met before at PAX, you know, a year ago. It's a shame you don't remember me. I remember you. You know, we had a lovely conversation. Sure, I'll do that. And I kept talking to him, and I kept trying to be polite. I genuinely was trying my best to be like a good chatty person, but he kept looping back. Like he kept looping back to it and being like, I can't believe you don't remember me. And I was so anxious about the whole thing that I was wearing a black button-up collared shirt, like kind of business casual. I had some tight-fitting jeans on. I had a black, well-fit, button-up gray collared shirt on. You know, but I had it like undone, a little bit of chest hair, not Baldwin amount of chest hair, but like a little bit of chest hair poking out. I was looking pretty good. I was looking very. I had my Chuck Taylors on. But as he's talking to me, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. It's like 20 minutes of talk, talk, talk. It's so sad you don't remember me. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, talk, talk. Talk about his channel. Talk, talk, talk. I sure remember you. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, talk, talk. Man, I wish I'd made a bigger impression on you. Meanwhile, yeah, like his super hot wife is like sitting there like this far away from me. Her eyes like dinner saucers, like right here. And he's just sitting there like in my face telling me how unfortunate it is that I don't remember him. And I was so freaked out by the whole thing that I sweated through my clothes, like big pit stains and a streak of sweat down my back. So much so that I went to Deadpine and was just like, I'm out. And he was like, what? And I was like,
the story
here's my drink tickets. I'm getting in an Uber and I'm going home. I'm out. And he was like, I'll go with you. And he handed off his drink tickets, I think, to Brizzy. And we got in an Uber and left the party like 4 hours before it ended. It was so passive-aggressive. Bruceable. I think nowadays I wouldn't have an issue with it. Like, I think nowadays I was still so insecure about my place in all of this. I was so insecure about my place in all of this. That I wasn't trying to make any waves, but nowadays, this guy would be like, hey, nice to, hey, Taffy. And I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. And they'd be like, oh, you've met me before. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember. All right, well, have a good night. And I'd just walk away. Raven, Prime Gaming for 5 months. Oh, yeah, I didn't lose my sub streak just because, it's just Twitch being weird. Oh, shocker. Chat, I'm torn. Do I go try to do Delirium, or do I lay up the boss here? Do I lay up Mango Santa? It's okay, Tavi. You'll never forget him now. I'll dodge him. I'll dodge him like a dirty needle at every single thing I go to. You're not wrong. Mango Santa or Delirium? Delirium's harder to spawn. I'm with it. I don't know that I'm gonna beat Delirium, but we can sure give it a try. Is Justin still going? I went to TwitchCon in 2019, talked to almost every caster I could find. I genuinely enjoy meeting fans. I genuinely enjoy meeting viewers. But this dude was a broadcaster who just put me in a fucking weird space. What the fuck? This dude was a broadcaster who just put me in a weird spot, man. Justin's just finishing up biking. Oh no, never mind. I am still 4 eternal hearts and a golden heart away. So we'll just have to hope that something cool comes out of this. There's a Wall Street Journal article that came out that was basically... Oops. Hold on. There was a Wall Street Journal article that came out that was basically... Oh, there you are. It basically codified what we learned from the Twitch financial leak. I don't know if I'm gonna cook tonight, but I definitely want to have it put together in such a way that if I need to do some IRL streaming to pull this thing over the finish line, I can. A slob? Streamlabs OBS. It's a broadcasting software platform that is just recently been like outed for the fact that it conducts itself in just about the most sleazy way it can. Oh, Monstro, you dipshit. The only reason I'm on it is because once upon a time when Pretzel... Fucker! I'm getting just ridden to the ground. Leeches. I need you, buds. The only reason I'm on it is because Nate and Pretzel needed me to do it years ago. And then Trey, who does our alerts, said that he really only knew how to set them up on slobs and not OBS. But Justin seems reasonably convinced that he can get me off of it now. Makes it sound like I'm on like heroin. Thanks, Timon. Yeah, like I've got some issues going on with the stitches are starting to feel a little bit like splinters because they're healing, and I think they're scabbing over. But all that being said, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot with it. I don't know. See, I kind of feel like I could use a little more help. So I'm hopeful that it's not quite delirium just yet. What is going on? Oh, my range! My range is why I keep fucking this up. Look at how far away the bag is hitting. Sure. Joker.
Joker.
Oh god, we're at another... Yeah, dude, this is it. I'm wrapping up as soon as my phone, please. I gotta start running down the number of apps that have access to alerts and shit. It should not take me that long to get into my computer. Yeah, no, I'm good. The moment that I'm done with this run, which is gonna be in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, the moment that I'm done with this run, I am gonna sign off, and we can get things done, and I'll either go back online or we'll go back online when we start to stream it or whatever. But I am good to wrap up after this. I heard you were cat petting, and I knew our time had come. Get out of here. There we go. Yo, $3 bill should be interesting as shit, honestly. $3 bill should be something else. I'm kind of curious to see how this goes down. Breath of God. Only the penitent man shall pass. Wolf guy, what's going on? Yeah, no, I'm okay. I was real tender yesterday. Okay. But today, like, I don't feel as tender, but like the stitches, I can feel the stitches. Feeling the stitches is kind of a bummer. Yeah, I'll take it. I got kind of a splinter in my scrotum thing going on right now, but it's only when I shift weirdly. Like, if I torque myself, then I feel it, but otherwise I don't feel it at all. That's how Grizz lost a Tainted loss streak to that boss. Oh god, Blastocyst, because the miniature version of him starts out in the middle of the room and then the other one just drops in later on. What is this one? Yeah, I'll take a health upgrade, sure. Yeah, I forget that sometimes the Blastocyst you see is not actually the boss, just an extension of him. Sure. Shit, why not? Why not? All the Cubertos. All my homies love Cuberto. Oh no! I'm confused about how some of that went down. Luck and tears is great. I'll do that too. We'll do this. And I guess... You! No! Basically useless. Oh, this... This smells like... I'm not gonna lie to you, this smells to me like the Delirium fight. Oh no, it can't be, it's too small a room. What's going on in here? Never mind! There we go. Yo, that's a bunch of health. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, BFF Dead Bird's gonna put in work the first time I get hit. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, if I'm being real with y'all. could turn into something interesting. I guess we'll just keep going right. Excuse me? There we go. What are you? I'm gonna set that on the ground. Crawl spaces? Anyone? That was something. Need these tiers to get through. There's a lot of champions on this run. I don't know why. I don't think we picked up... sure. I don't feel like we picked up, like, champion belt anywhere. But man, it feels like every other character is a champion version of itself. Actually, if that's like the Empress, the lovers could be okay. No, that's not what I meant! I was trying to say the lovers would be a pretty dope pickup if I could put some red hearts on the ground, so I would not have to, you know, I could heal while I was getting knocked around by delirium. What a fool I've been. I feel like it's gotta be. I feel like you gotta go red candle there. I will say, I like the aspect of just playing this, like, glibly and for fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. I like the idea of playing Cain just off the cuff, you know? I like the idea of not doing the spreadsheets. This is much more nice. This is much more enjoyable. It still is taking a very long time, but this is way better than doing a forensic audit and calling it an Isaac run. I know there's shit going on down there. I'm trying my best not to get involved. Yeah, this floor is a lot. I don't think that's delirium. It's delirium! Ah! Okay. Sorry, I got a little scared for a second, but I'm good now. What? Oh, the eyeballs laser shot me. Go get him, dead bird. Go get him, my sweet, sweet familiars. It's not going nearly as fast as I hoped it would. I hear Bumbo? Ow. 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 Hella-frackin' motherfucker! Yeah. I don't have any. Oh, I do have bombs. Why do I feel like I? Shut up, Ryan. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just do the thing. Just do the fucking thing. You know the thing.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo is a bad Bumbo. He get coin and Bumbo lose coin.